Hey, so good to see you. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. I'm sitting here in Hart Park in Bakersfield, California. It's a beautiful park, beautiful night. The sun just set. I leaned back and I said, oh, it's so beautiful. I just want to stay here and hang out with these people on YouTube. So here's what I thought I would do. I want to show you one of my fun little writing warm-up exercises that I do. And that is to simply describe whatever I see in front of me. Now you can do this verbally. You can do it on the page. One thing I suggest, I always say, well, look out your window and tell me what's there. When I say tell me what's there, usually it's written down or on your keyboard or even on your phone or your tablet. So here I will show you exactly what I do when I do that. So I will say, a eucalyptus tree that looks like it was trimmed very badly. I see the pond, actually the edge of the pond. I can't see the pond itself. I can't see the water, but I can see the reeds growing up in the middle where the birds, the ducks, tend to go at nighttime. I have yet to see a wood duck baby this year, which makes me kind of sad, and I hope I get to come back. I see headlights coming this way, and I bet if I stuck around in this very spot for very long that I would see some skunks. Skunks live in this park. I just saw a big hill of red ants, and the red ants were scrambling all over the place. I almost took a video because they were so on purpose. They were so I was like, wow, ants, you are like the most determined ants I've ever seen, and I cannot believe your speed. Okay, so there's just an example of some of the things that I might write about. It's also very stream of consciousness, very morning pages or journaling like. Now what I could do from that is I could write about, this is the second half of that exercise, I could write about those ants, how determined they were. I could write a metaphor, something about how we can be like those ants. The other thing is the ants were pretty much lockstep. They're kind of like an army. And I know for me, I don't like to do anything lockstep unless, I guess there are some reasons. So I could also write about determining the reasons why sometimes you just go full force and why sometimes you're just going to sit back and say, wow, look at that pond over there. So as far as looking at the pond, I might say there's some things that if you just stand up, you'll see them. Or if you just look up, you see them. You just keep your chin up. That's something I oftentimes say. Look at the horizon, people. So you could write about that. What else did I talk? Oh, I talked about the eucalyptus tree. I think I mentioned eucalyptus tree specifically. I could talk about a moment, a really cool moment that I had with the eucalyptus tree and how they smell so spectacular. That is if you like Vince, you know, menthol-y type stuff. I also see right now a magnolia tree, and oh yes, I mentioned a really bad trimming job. Now, Bakersfield is notorious for really bad tree trimming, and I see a magnolia over there. It's a really sad magnolia. There's lots of places I could go with that. So that's a really cool writing warm-up exercise for you to try at any time. Look out your window, describe something, and then come up with writing ideas, and then sit back, and relax, stretch, and say, job well done. I have a whole bunch of new content ideas just because I looked out the window and described stuff. This is Julie Jordan Scott, Creative Life Coach. I'm so grateful you're watching. You know why? Because the world is waiting for your words, and I love the thought that I can make any kind of contribution, get those on the page. If you'd like to talk to me about a life coaching relationship, that would be awesome. You can do so at my email address, which is below. Visit my website, which is below. I would just love to hang out with you more. Subscribe, like, comment. Let's hear how it's going.